Mark Palchik, thank you very much for having me. I am a 70-year-old stand-up comic. Well, no need to call the paramedics. I am perfectly capable of standing up without assistance and telling jokes. After all, I am younger than both of the 2020 candidates. I live in DC and I love it. Except, you know, it is getting so expensive. You would not believe what it costs these days to buy a politician. And they're just not worth it. DC has a politician that tweeted, "The Jews control the weather." Jews, really? We haven't been able to control the weather since we left Egypt the first time. And if we really had that superpower, we just keep New York warm. Anything's better than going to Florida. I have to tell you, 70 is a really difficult age. I am way too old for clubbing. You do not want to see a 70-year-old clubbing. And I am way too young for cryogenics. I love the cold, but come on, man. During my 7 decades on this blue marble, I have noticed that as people age, their preferences change. A young man of 22 dreams of having a mistress who's young and sexy and will dress up like a nurse. An old man of 92 dreams of having a mistress who's an actual nurse. The young man really hopes his mistress will knock his socks off. The old man really hopes his mistress will put his socks back on. Hey, it's October, baseball playoffs. Wow. Every day they have their temperature taken. Every other day they get tested for COVID. And if they test positive, they isolate. Wow. For the first time in history, African Americans and Latinos have better health care than the rest of America. Oh boy. I really miss the good old days. You know, like 2019, when it's a good thing to have an infectious laugh. Most days, I have no idea what day it is. On Monday, I got up, I got dressed for church. And then I remembered, I don't go to church on Monday. I don't go to church at all. I'm Jewish. But my kids actually have it great. My adult kids have it great during the pandemic. Before, they used to have to come up with good excuses not to see it. Now it's like, Mom, Dad, it's a pandemic. We got to socially isolate. It's about your health. Oh, come on. Let us see. You live in our fucking basement. This quarantine stuff has really aged me, though. Last night, I caught myself watching a Matlock episode and liking it. Oh my God, what's next? Rogaine? Oh wait, much too late, much too late. Oh. So to cleanse myself of watching this super saccharine show, I had to watch the news about the protests. And I got to tell you, these protests have really stepped it up since I marched in the 60s. They've got videographers, they've got medics, they've got sponsorships. Today's protest is brought to you by Taco Bell, because why should the police be the only ones with gas? Oh. But I got to tell you, these protests have really pointed out how far we need to go in our society. We are still such an ageist society. Just because I'm 70 does not mean I'm old. Age is an attitude, not a number. Well, unless, of course, you've been pushed off that great cliff, you know, lost your job because of your age, in which case it's a short time to lose your job, lose your home. Before you know it, you are sitting in death's lobby. Florida. Look, you're not old unless your side piece is a night nurse and your wife is happy for the company. And I'm not old. I walk my dog every day, twice a day for 2 hours. All right. It should only be an hour and a half, but you know that dog stops every 10 minutes so I can pee. Oh, shit. Thank you very much. I'm Mark Palchik.